Good evening. Anything that we discuss today is going to be for educational purposes. I'd like to welcome you all to Digital Trading Floor. It's a platform where we disseminate financial data in real time to provide actionable insights using live streaming technology. So follow along as I navigate the markets by trading in my own account, and hopefully you will learn how I analyze the data in real time to make trading decisions. The purpose of making this video is to analyze Nifty options, open interest data. We would be analyzing Nifty on multiple time frames, and we would be framing a view for tomorrow, that is 24th February. Apart from the index, we would be discussing our stock watch list. So let's start by analyzing Nifty options open interest data. So if we see the monthly expiry contract 25th February, the max pain level has shifted lower from 14,800 to 14,750 level. So it just tells us that if market was to expire at 14,750 on 25th February, in that scenario, option writers are going to suffer the least amount of losses, theoretically speaking. However, as you all know that large percentage of options, they expire worthless. So option buyers are going to suffer the highest amount of losses if market was to expire at 14,750 levels on 25th February. If we analyze overall open interest data, you will see that highest amount of calls have been written at 15,000 strike, and highest amount of puts have been written at 14,500 strike, giving us a broader range of 14,500 to 15,000 on the index. However, if you were to see what happened intraday today, you will see that highest amount of calls were written at 14,800 strike, followed by 14,700 strike puts. So what this tells us that for the near term, 14,700 is likely to act as a strong support area, followed by 14,600. And if we manage to break 14,800 to the upside, in that scenario we can likely retest 15,000 odd levels. As you can see that highest amount of open interest lies currently at 15,000 overall, and you would be seeing in a few minutes that on the daily time frame today we have formed an inside candlestick. If we analyze Nifty on multiple time frames, you will see that on the monthly time frame market is currently under control of buyers as it is trading above 13,758, and on the weekly time frame we had outside weekly candle last week which has expanded to the downside. So on the weekly time frame we are currently under control of sellers. So straight away you can see there is a conflict among multiple time frames. Monthly is under control of buyers, while the weekly candle is under control of sellers. And if you were to see what happened intraday, today basically we have consolidated and formed an inside candlestick. So whenever inside candles are formed, we know by default that both the buyers and the sellers are in an equilibrium. So we'll look for a breakout in either direction of the range to establish a position. And overall, if you will see in terms of price structure, we have been making lower lows and lower high. Since today was an inside candlestick, we have just formed a lower high but not a lower low. So we have to see whether we manage to break this inside candle to the downside tomorrow. So based on the daily time frame, we get the following scenario for tomorrow. Above 14,707 level, we can potentially trade towards 14,854, which is today's highs on the spot. So if we manage to break 14,854 to the upside, in that scenario we can likely test 14,908 levels and potentially 14,977 levels. And if you recall, highest amount of open interest currently in calls lies at 15,000 strike, which is likely to act as a strong resistance. And on the flip side, below 14,651 levels, which is today's lows, we can potentially trade towards 14,597 levels, 14,528 levels, and 14,448 levels if the inside candles manage to break to the downside tomorrow. And the neutral price range is going to be 14,707 to 14,651, in which one can refrain from making any trades on the index. If we analyze our stock watch list for tomorrow, we get the following stocks: Cipla, Dabur, Marico, and REC Limited. So in Cipla, we'll look for a selling opportunity below 788.3 levels or a buying opportunity above 803.25 levels. In Dabur, we will look for a selling opportunity below 498.65 level or buying opportunity above 505.6 levels. Third stock is Marico. We'll look for buying opportunity above 425.1 level or selling opportunity below 417 levels. And finally, our last stock is REC Limited. So we'll look for a selling opportunity below 138.5 level or buying opportunity above 142.5 levels. So once again, I'll repeat, inside candles are formed when there's an equilibrium between both the buyers and the sellers. So what we have to do is just mark the highs and the lows and project them tomorrow, which they are going to be as previous day highs and previous day lows. So we just have to wait for 15-minute candle to close beyond those levels. That is, if 15-minute candle closes above previous day high or closes down below previous day low, in that scenario we would look for an entry opportunity in the respective direction, because in that scenario the inside candlestick would have broken to the either side if we follow that principle. That is, we have to wait for 15-minute candle to close beyond either previous day high or previous day low to establish our position in these stocks. Finally, I would summarize, above 14,707 level we can potentially trade towards 14,854 levels, 14,908 levels, and on the downside below 14,651 levels we can trade towards 14,597 levels and potentially 14,528 levels. And broadly speaking, we are in a range of 15,000 to 14,500 based on the overall open interest data. And the max pain level suggests that the monthly expiry contract max pain is at 14,750 levels. So if market was to expire at 14,750 level, in that scenario option buyers are going to suffer the highest amount of losses, as there's a theory that suggests that large percentage of options, they expire worthless on expiry day. And our stock watch list comprises of Marico, REC Limited, Dabur and Cipla. Finally, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. Do hit the like button, share this video and subscribe to Digital Trading Flow YouTube channel. Thank you.